Hey y'all, happy Friday. Coming at you tonight. Actually, it's early Saturday morning now, I guess. It's coming at you with another batch of blade styles. These are base AudioFlicker BladeStyles. And for those of you who aren't familiar with what AudioFlicker means, maybe you've heard the term before, but you're not sure what it means. All it means is that the base blade itself, whatever the color is, but the base blade essentially has a little bit of a flicker that's in syncopation with the sound of the base swing font. And I've added a little bit of flourish here and there to some of the blade styles, but they're all based on AudioFlicker. So no flame blades, no erratic blades, no rain blades, nothing like that. So let's get started. So most of these sound fonts are prequel trilogy sound fonts, and then there's a couple other ones, like there's a Ray sound font in here too, as well as SavageNight. So this first one is Ahsoka, and this is a silver/white blade.
Those who have passed on may still guide or influence the living.
So let me show you that ignition again. So that is a 1200 millisecond ignition. So it's super slow with a spark tip emission. And the effect I was going for was the Season 2, Episode 5 of The Jedi, The Mandalorian, where she breaks apart her sabers and you see that slow ignition. So I was going for that speed of ignition on this. So we have some sort of off-white cream mid-blade clashes and effects. The blaster blocks I've set as fade-outs, and they're set to red color. And then we have the spark tip retraction at 1200 milliseconds.
If you're not with me, then you're my enemy.
Anakin, Episode 3. So that is a spark tip ignition with a power surge, a stable power surge. And then it just comes into a straight blue AudioFlicker blade with a responsive emitter flare. With a prequel trilogy style color change on the swing. And the retraction. Next is Kenobi, I think.
This party's over.
Oh, Mace Windu. All right, purple blade, here we come. That is my favorite, the lightning strike ignition style. I'm going to do at least one on every blade style demo. They have the multi-blaster, or the fade-out, rather. And the power ripple at end of lockup. And that is a red orange on the stab melt. And this one is also using a responsive emitter flare. And that's a standard retraction. I have that one set to, I think, 700 milliseconds.
Only a Sith deals in absolutes. I will do what I must.
Here's Obi-Wan, sky blue. And so what I did on this one, so this is a standard AudioFlicker in sky blue. So what I did on the swing is it's got a bright color swing. And then we have a burst at end of lockup. I'll show you that one again. So you get the full blade with a little burst there at the end.
I don't think so. Sith Lords are our speciality.
There's a little force aura on the force effect. And a standard retraction.
Greed can be a powerful ally.
Qui-Gon. So that is a spark tip power surge stable ignition, running at about 800 milliseconds. And I did something a little different here. This is sort of the FET263's emitter wick style for the flare. So it's sort of like this reverse wick effect. I thought it looked really cool with the green. And this one's also using, actually this one's using a static color swing, so there's absolutely no change on the blade or the color on the swing.
I want to see your spaceship the moment the race is over.
Patient, my blue friend. You'll have your winnings before the sun sets. Far away from here.
And then we have a standard spark tip retraction. So this is red. Let me show you that ignition again. So there's that little, I added a little preon. Show you one more time. There's a cool down on the retraction. But I added a little bit of preon on the ignition here for that click. I wanted something to syncopate with that little click sound at the beginning of the ignition. And this one's also using a bright color swing. So the intensity of the color just intensifies just a little bit on the swing. And then that's a 600 millisecond retraction. Savage press is an orange. That's a power surge unstable startup effect with a spark tip ignition. And this one also has a power ripple at end of lockup. And I set the blaster blocks to, what are these? I set these to red, white compound color. It's a force rage effect on the force effect. And spark tip retraction.
At last we will have our revenge.
And this is Darth Maul. And on this one I slowed down the ignition a little bit more. That's a 1000 millisecond ignition with a spark tip. And this also has a emitter flare on it, a bright color emitter flare. With no additional effects on the swing. It's just a static color swing. spark tip retraction.
Battery power level.
All right. Well, that's the run out for tonight's BladeStyles. I hope you enjoyed them. Again, as always, I'll put a link to my Google Drive to grab the file that has them in there if you like them. You know, you can use one or all of them if you like. May the force be with you all. All right, take care.